This presentation is about the importance of having a structured method to make unbiased decisions. And we're gonna see here a business case in the pharmaceutical industry about a potential misleading intuition from sales reps that could have created for the company a lot of loss in terms of revenue and profit. So the method that we are going to be discussing here to make this unbiased decision is the Six Sigma for management. And the company here had around 30% of its revenue coming through the tender of pharmaceutical products. And the challenge of the company was to increase the success rate by 5%. Okay, so these were the projected revenue. So 30% of the total revenue of the company, projected increase of 5%, and this would be the project impact if the sales team were successful in achieving the goal of 5%. So a common bias on sales reps is that to increase the sales, the company needs or finance needs to reduce the price. So if the marketing sales director is sharp, he would answer back to its reps telling them, guys, if I need to reduce price to increase sales, then I don't need sales reps. I just need an internet portal. So the Salesforce goal is to sell the products based on value, not on price. But this is a parenthesis. And coming back here to our project, so the goal was to achieve a net increase by 5%, and the pushback from sales was, okay, so we needed to reduce the price. Then a project was set up, and we started mapping the process, okay, step by step. We created more specific project goals. So what was the macro goal? The main goal was a better tender management, but in more concrete and specific terms, what the upper management wanted to say. Arrive to the tenders on time, win more tenders, and receive feedbacks from the tenders that the company didn't win. Then we started collecting factors that might have an impact on the goal of the project. And the sales team, the sales reps, they were pushing very hard on price reduction here, okay? Then we started analyzing all those factors statistically. So we did a prioritization, and we selected a few factors to start collecting data and make an statistical analysis. So we told to the sales reps, okay, so the price might be incorrect, but let's check the previous tenders to see what was the result. So we prioritized the factors to collect the data, and we started the statistical analysis. So here is the price plotted by the time. So no variation of price throughout the time except for two outliers. Then we analyzed the areas with more concentration of tender winning. So 3 areas here. This is a Pareto chart. So these 3 areas here, they accumulated 73% of the winning rates. So this is already a nice insight. So we started concentration, the statistical analysis in these 3 areas here, because it made almost 75% of the result. So a clear Pareto effect here. Then we found another interesting insight here, that around 13% of the tenders, the company was suspended. So we were winning 50% of the tenders, losing 36%. The general thought was that we were losing 50% of the tenders, since we were winning 50%, but it was not the case. So here a big insight already. Our company was suspended in 13% of the tenders. So we didn't have the status if we won or we lose or we lost the tender. So if we fix and we can bid this 13%, with the traditional winning rate of 50%, the team would already have achieved the project goal of increasing the tender winning by 5%. Okay, so here an initial task force was initiated, and then we continue the statistical analysis. So here is a nice histogram with the price. It showed that there were 2 concentration of price, 2 price modes. Okay, probably a mixture of products. So a matter of price pollution, data pollution. Okay, and then here we had the biggest insight of the whole project. We crossed the average price with the tender status of tenders that we won, tenders that we lost, and those 13% of tenders that were suspended. And here the average price, the median price, was the same. So no need to reduce the price to win more tenders. So the initial bias, the initial hypothesis, was completely discredited and proven wrong here with the statistical analysis. So if the management had agreed to reduce the price to win more tenders, there would have no result, and the profit would have gone decreased exponentially. Okay, so we started analyzing further factors to identify why we were losing so many tenders, and the initial task force, why our company was suspended in 13% of the tenders. So we started discussing and analyzing with the team, and there were many instances where the company could not arrive on time to the bidding process, or the company used to arrive with the wrong documentation. So these 2 factors made the company to lose the tender. If you bid a tender with the wrong documentation, you are suspended, or you are declared a lost contender. So the solution here for this project was to implement a software that could expedite the tender process. Basically, we implemented a software to transform the bidding process, the collection of the proper documentation and the signature of the directors for the bidding tender. Initially it was on paper, so very slow. If a director was traveling, the dossier could not be completed until the director came back to the headquarters, signed the documents. So the company implemented a software to create a dossier digitalized, so the documents could be collected much faster, and the director could sign the tender dossier even if he or she was on vacation or traveling for business or in any other place outside of the headquarters. So the implementation of the system made already the company win immediately 2.5% more tenders, and it creates a financial impact of $2 million, $2,157,000, without decreasing not even 1% of the price. So guys, here is a real example on the pharmaceutical industry regarding price, and it's just one of the many instances that Optimus has tackled using a structured method to make things, to make good unbiased decisions. I hope you have enjoyed. Please let me know if you have questions or comments. Have a nice day.